Hi everybody, it's Alira. It is Monday, October the 11th, 2021. It is 4:30 in the morning. The insomnia continues, even after I went to bed early last night. Night before last, technically now. So I've had a busy week. Got some stitching in. I have some more whips to show you that I've been working on. And I actually wanted to show you my whips in my bead cross stitch, and even the ones that I haven't started. I don't have a whole lot, so I have a little bit of Happy Mail, a little bit of haul, and so yeah, let's get started. So last week I did I've got notes because I was all over the place for my first video. I went back and listened to it and was like, oh. But you know, we learn. So Monday I did my Stitch With Me, I think right after I finished filming, and I honestly did not get, I worked on Gecko Rouge Kit by JoJo's Art, Firewalker. I don't think I did any more stitching after I got done with the Stitch With Me, but I did, filled in this little bit here. So not a whole lot. It was definitely different trying to stitch with the camera in my face and not have my big old fat fingers in the way the whole time. I did get a comment from Gail. Thank you so much for your feedback. She had mentioned, I had kind of asked, what's the thing with crinkling? I personally love the crinkling sound, but she made a really good point that, and I wear earbuds when I listen to YouTube all the time. I don't subject my family to my particular interests because I'm sure they'd bore the heck out of them. I love it, not for everybody. So it doesn't bother me, but she did make a good point about it could startle some people if they're not really ready for it, or if their volume or their ears are sensitive. And I realized that my mic is very sensitive on my phone, so it was pretty loud in some of those segments. So I apologize for that. I've actually done what I could to reduce the crinkling, because even though I love it, it's not so, I'd rather not have it and make people uncomfortable. So I've gotten rid of it where I can, and hopefully that'll help. So anyways, Tuesday I worked on the pack. This is a Cross My Heart. I don't even know if they still make stuff. This was actually printed in 2000, so it is 21 years old. I'm pretty sure I bought it new from an LNS. Excuse me. And so I will try to insert a picture from last week here of where I was. I piled everything, but I don't know where I need to throw stuff now. And I worked on this one for 2 days. And there is where I got. I think the picture, my progress picture, may be backwards. I'll try to flip it because my camera was flipped and I figured out how to flip videos. I'm learning all the things, so I'm excited. Again, looking there, you're here. I'll learn, people. So that's what I got done on that. Doing the gridding helped a whole bunch, so I'll definitely keep that up. Excuse me, I'm gonna grab a drink. Got a little frog in my throat. All right. Let's see. Thursday, I didn't do any stitching, but I did. Who else got suckered into the Hade sale, the Heaven and Earth Designs sale? 50% off last week. I got a lot of my wish list taken. Not a lot, because there was 90, but I did get a few. I had a little bit of money socked away. So I went through. I don't know if I'm going to show them all today. We'll see how time goes. But that's what I did. I actually uploaded all of those onto Pattern Keeper on Thursday. Friday, and if you watched, I cleaned her up, got that small hoop circle out of her, I did put her back into a hoop and worked a bit on some of the back stitching. I did her hand, an arm, and the flower, a little bit down here for her ruffles, whatever you want to call it. And then I stopped because I got frustrated because I realized that I had missed. I had the parasol pretty much done, some French knots in her hair, her face was done, but I didn't finish the parasol. And it was outside of where I had put the hoop, so I was like, oh, fine. I'll go back and make sure I got all the parasol done. And that's partly why I don't care for backstitching on a lot of really detailed stuff, because I miss it. I don't know how to follow the chart well. I end up all over the place, and it takes me forever to do backstitching. And then Saturday, for my stitch and chat, I had started Purple Unicorn by Gecko Rouge. My husband got this for my birthday. Excuse me, my nose itches. And I sent him my wish list. And he got this off my wish list. And I don't know if he accidentally changed a setting or if it resets when the link is sent or whatever, but it came with a paper chart, which is fine. I just have to highlight and fill in a lot of ninja stitches because I miss it on the highlight. Now, I probably could fix that if I did proper parking, but I don't. I've tried it. I do kind of parking, but this is where I got almost the page done, the very first page. There's oh, and I completely forgot I made notes on you guys. I'll get there someday. The wolf pack is on 14 count Ada. The summer stroll dimensions kit is on 18 count Ada. I confirm that. And this is on 28 count even weave. But almost. I was really trying to get a page finish done for you guys to show you, but it was not in the cards. So did that. And then that's all the stitching progress that I got done this week. So, which a lot of times I only have a couple of hours in the evening, morning to stitch. So, and plus kind of getting organized and figuring out exactly what I want to do. It's all good. All right. Some whips that I've got going, and the beaded kits that I have. Like I said, I just wanted to show you. Got this little guy. And I don't know if you can see, I do have some of the beading started on him. So pretty. And this is a kit from Amazon. Financial Independence. Anybody's interested in links for, stuff that might be current, I'd be happy to just shoot me a comment and I'll see if I can link them for you, but I'm not sure if I'm up for putting all of these links in the description yet. And then this one was a gift for my birthday. I was very spoiled for my birthday, I feel, this year. Some friends of ours got together and got me this. Now this is just a partial beading project. And I started down in the bottom here. But it's just kind of an embellishment for the picture. Sorry, I can't see. But I'm a sucker for unicorns, horses, Pegasus. If it has 4 legs and nays, I'm all about it. I love the colors. I really ought to try and see if I can do some WD-40 on this chair. He's squeaky. And then my giant, again, that one was also from Amazon. This one I got off of AliExpress last year. Doesn't really have a title. Nope. I have to back up for this one because she is huge. Got a little bit done on the bottom. You can see where the edge is. And then it's all rolled up still. But that's definitely a long-term project. It's on 9 count because the beads are the big acrylic ones. I forgot to still have my glasses on. And so I work on that every once in a while. Just when you guys are not in here, you're up here. Sorry. Let's see. So I stick a few beads on every once in a while. It's on a floor stand that I don't bother taking it out of. It's the only project on there. So when the spirit moves me, I get that one out and work on it. This next one is also from Amazon. It's kind of in the same style as the very first one I showed you. It's Symbol of Prosperity. I don't have anything started on this one. It'll have like bugle beads and big, you can kind of see where the different beads will go in those black dots. Again, this is a partial. The horse one is obvious, it's completely full coverage. I think it's going to be beautiful when it's done years from now. And then the last one, I don't have, oh, you know what? I forgot to show you. Not that the pictures really do it any justice on the box, but that's the first one finished. Box. And then the last one, again, I don't know how, oops, sorry, bonk. Picture does not really do it justice, nor does video necessarily, but it gives you an idea. And then the very last one, again, I don't have a picture. The one on Amazon, I got this one off of Amazon too. The one on Amazon is just a picture of this unfinished piece. But I think that this is semi-full. The entire horse itself is beaded, but not the background. And it's like a satiny. Like the back is cloth-like and the front is kind of vinyl-y feeling, but thin. But I think that's going to be gorgeous. I promised myself I would not start this one until I got some progress on some of the other beadwork. And that is my beaded stuff. So I tried to not to go too hog wild because those can be kind of expensive. Even the ones on Amazon, there's a couple on there's one on my wish list. It's like Rachel Ray's doing a full coverage one like that one. Julalak, I don't know how to say her last name. She has a channel, love watching her stitch. She has a full coverage beaded cross stitch of 2 peacocks. I actually got the cross stitch because I love that picture so much and I couldn't find the full beaded cross stitch of it. That'll be in another video. I'll show you some, I'll go ahead and show the China kits whips and whatnot for that in another video. And then next I have a little bit of Happy Meal and a tiny bit of haul. I went ahead and got a planner that I'm going to try to keep a little bit organized as far as stitchiness goes. This started halfway through the year, so I've got another one coming that's going to be for next year, Monday through Friday, January through December. One last birthday present that I want to show you. This is from my mom, and I don't think because she doesn't know still about this channel. But I don't think she understands exactly how perfect her birthday present to me this year was. I knew I had been stitching for a very long time. I couldn't remember exactly how old I was. I was a little older than what I remembered because, guys, she framed, where am I? See if I can, oh yeah, you can see all sorts of hot mess in the glare. She framed my very first cross stitch kit that I did. This was one of those, the blue stamped cross stitch pieces. Yes, I have washi tape over my name. Like I said, not ready for that yet. I was 11 1991. I was 11 for my first, and I kind of remember working on it just a little bit, real vaguely, but yeah, she found it and she went to Hobby Lobby and got it framed for me for my birthday. I was so tickled. She has no idea how absolutely perfect that gift was for me for right now. All right, my Happy Mail had an angel in Crafters Anonymous with Mrs. Coffee and Rachel Ray. Probably said that wrong with the Facebook there. Got to chatting a little bit, and she had talked about she was going to throw away her floss stash because she wasn't really cross-stitching anymore, mostly crocheting. And I offered to take it off her hands. I didn't see, perfectly good floss. Don't throw it away. I offered to pay for it, and she refused. She would not take it. She wouldn't give me her PayPal, and I had already given my address before I realized she wasn't going to let me pay for it. So Wendy, thank you so much for your generosity. It means a lot to me. You guys. I mean, she was so organized too. It's all marked. It's beautifully bobbined for a lot of it. I mean, Wendy, your generosity just blows me away. Thank you. Thank you so much, because, girl, I have plans. I have heaven and earth design plans. And I just decided that I wanted to, it just keeps going, that I wanted to kind of have just a stash to pull from rather than kitting everything up, because I just don't have the storage space for kits here. I've got enough kits at the moment. So to have stuff that I kit up myself, I don't want it to take up, I mean, there's so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I know you spent some money on that, and I appreciate you being able and willing to pass it on to me. So, ooh, and sorry, crinkle. I'm hoping that that's not too bad with the bags, but I was excited. I hope you understand. All right. So the last stitchy thing that I want to share with you that's not the charts that I bought. My mom had collected, she was part of the Creative Circle. Does anybody remember that? It was like a, kind of like a Annie's, Annie, what am I trying to say? Annie's Attic. I think they do like a cross stitch kit of the month club or crafting kit of the month club. Creative Circle was like that for my mom when I was little. Well, she had a bunch of stuff that she was never going to stitch. I can't stand to see stuff like that just tossed out. Ugh, I can't do it. So those came to me. Well, I've decided that I have enough of those that I want to try to get done and out, that I'm going to do a What's in the Vault series. And I'm going to pull one of these historical pieces out of storage and stitch them up and see what we come up with. Now, I tried to find this one. I couldn't find it even referenced on the internet anymore. There's no date printed on this at all. It looks like it could be from the 70s. Definitely the 80s. It's got that vibe to it. And these are not going to be all cross stitch. There's mostly embroidery and tapestry and things like that, but I thought it'd be fun to throw it in there. So this is from Pusilla Roses. It's this one. See that? And I had kitted this one up as part of my, I'm going to stitch all the things and get my stash busted. I just keep buying crap and starting new stuff. But it was actually missing a color out of the kit. So it might be, hopefully it's a good match. There's not a whole lot of it, but my kid had friendship bracelet stash floss, so they gave it to me to try and use in this. So pattern, and then it's just a stamped cloth, and it's just going to be embroidered. But did you see the I mean, does this not scream 80s? It screams 80s. And like I said, I mean, it's got that late 70s, early 80s vibe going on to me. If anybody recognizes this and knows when it was made, let me know. So, what's in the vault? We're gonna see how that stitches up. I don't know if I'm gonna do any kind of stitch with me's or whatnot, because I haven't done needlepoint like that since middle school, probably. Again, dates not good with. Everything's 15 years old. Everything's 15 years old. It doesn't matter if it's been 20 years, it's 15 years old. Let's see, 20 minutes. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and show you a couple of the charts that I got, because I do want to stitch them. I feel like everyone has nope, wrong button. This one. Glare. I thought about doing some inserts on the pictures, but Amy Stewart's Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I got the supersized max color version from Heaven and Earth Designs, because with this picture, you've got to have that size, that detail, in my opinion, to get it to look anything like it should. And then, okay, to give you an idea, I started off with the first 1.5 rows in Pattern Keeper. And that's what I ended up with. Now, some of those are free charts, the freebie charts, and I went ahead and uploaded. But yeah, I added a few. And let's see, I really want to do. No, I'll give you the mock-up for this one. Amethyst, also from Heaven and Earth Designs by Chris Ortega. Love her. Diamond Art Club has a diamond painting for this one, but I wasn't real thrilled with the rendering on it. It's one of their older kits, and she just did not have the definition that I wanted. So, and I was so sad when I missed Fire Opal. That was one of the limited edition charts that Heaven and Earth Designs had up for a while, for a month. And I saw Needle Ninja working on it, and oh man, I wish I could have gotten that one. So I went ahead and grabbed this one, because I'd been eyeballing this diamond painting for a while too. This one, no, let's go ahead and do mock-ups. That's nice. Is by Tilton Crafts, Edge of Forever. Katrina, I don't know how to say her last name. She lives in Denmark, and she has a channel. She doesn't post very often, but I really enjoy her videos. I don't know if I'm able to link anybody down below yet. YouTube seemed to have issues with that if you're really new. But she has the Edge of Forever 2, which is like a cropped version. It cuts off here-ish, just as the big house. But I really love how the whole picture goes. So that's definitely going to happen someday. And then What's your name? Yeah. I'll go ahead and do. There we go. This is the Light Weaver by Raven Phelan. I think her actual name is Michelle Lee, which is what it's under on Heaven and Earth Designs website. And I got the supersized max color of this one too. But it's going to be gorgeous. I love the colors. Blue is my favorite color, but like I said, I love all colors, and the combination of the way she puts her colors together is just, I mean, that just screams light. Light Weaver. Love that one. Yeah, I keep pushing the wrong one. And I want to make sure we get the names and stuff right here too. So this is also Heaven and Earth Design. So is Light Weaver. This one is by Sherry Gerhardt. Where are my 80s kids? Because Bright and Starlight. I grew up on Rainbow Bright. And my husband actually got me a Rainbow Bright doll for Christmas one year. She's hiding somewhere. But I love her grown-up version of Rainbow Bright for this one. So. And this is Beloved, Flipped by Adele Sessler, also from Heaven and Earth Designs. I've had this one in my wish list since I found Heaven and Earth Designs. And I finally just said, you know, it's going to be a lot of black and white, obviously. But it reminds me of my husband and I. So that's definitely going to happen at some point too. Because he's my rock. And then I will pull other ones out as I decide to stitch them as well. Because that's an awful lot of charts to go through in one go. So that is it, I think, for Stitchy Talk for the day. Yep, I don't think I missed anything at the moment. So a little bit of my week. If anybody's interested, hang out with me for a minute. Again, I appreciate anybody who's watched my videos so far. I'm actually kind of surprised. I was not expecting, I wasn't expecting anything, much of anything really. And so thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome. If you have decided to pop in and join me for my second video, welcome, and stay for a cuppa if you like. So this week was kind of a hard week, personal life-wise. I found out that my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, has multiple sclerosis, MS. And she's starting to already have symptoms as far as she's falling a couple of times. And they have 4 kids. And the littlest one, I finally got to meet my nephew, my youngest nephew. And I had my nephew's birthdays totally mixed up. It was our 3rd baby that had 2 days after my son's birthday. And then the youngest one is in July. Everybody else is January, February. But he just turned 13 months old. So, I mean, they have little kids. And she has an appointment with the neurologist to kind of get the full report, the impact of what she's looking at, hopefully discuss some treatment options. MS is pretty close to my heart. My father-in-law has MS. Several of my husband's cousins have MS. So it's in our lives. My father-in-law is in remission, thankfully. He's doing well as far as where it stopped. He has a lot of trouble seeing. It had affected his vision pretty badly, and he gets pretty tired pretty easily. Um, one of his cousins, is already in a wheelchair, and she's our age. And she also has, luckily, not even luckily, but her children are a little bit older, are fairly self-sufficient. I think her youngest is 7th or 8th grade now. But I mean, she's not that old. She's in a wheelchair already. So it affects a lot of people very, very differently. And I'm pretty worried about my sister-in-law. So if I ever get to the point where this channel grows enough that I am lucky enough to be able to hold any kind of fundraisers or anything like that, I think the multiple sclerosis, the MS Foundation, is probably definitely going to be top of my list for that kind of fundraising. But they had come down to watch my son perform in the marching band. I am a band mom. I'm stoked about it because I was in band all throughout high school: marching band, pep band, jazz band. I was a band geek. Loved it. Played the flute for like 6 months poorly. Played the clarinet for 4 years, also poorly. 4.5 years, because I picked it up middle of 5th grade and then played it through my freshman year of high school. And then I started playing trumpet my sophomore year of high school and absolutely loved it and was decent at it. But, had a blast. Friends in band for me are what got me through high school. And now that my son is in band, he plays the flute and he's fantastic. He plays the flute, the bassoon. He actually tested really high for the trumpet, but they had so many. He's like, whatever, I'm okay at the other ones. I'll just play those. He wants my old clarinet cleaned up for Christmas so that he can play that. So I'm pretty stoked for him. And their homecoming was this past weekend. So they had their homecoming parade. My brother and sister-in-law and the kids came down to watch them perform. And oh my gosh, my nephews are so sweet and cute, and I don't see them enough. And I don't see my brother and my sister-in-law enough. I don't see family enough. We all live relatively far apart. Enough so that every day gets in the way. Just have to make time. But then homecoming, I did not go to the football game. My kids' high school football team is not the best, and let's face it, it's high school football. So, and I don't really do sports ball. Hey, do the thing, win the points, rah rah rah, sis boom bah. But Saturday I got to play chauffeur. I trucked kids everywhere, all over the county. It was fun. We took kids to go over to other houses to get ready and trucked kids to dinner and had their date. And my son has a girlfriend now. Did you catch that? He's got a girlfriend. I'm so old. I don't know if I'm ready. Oh, but they had fun. They had a blast, and she's such a sweetheart, and I think they're having fun being kids. So and then went and picked everybody up and got everybody home. And then and then today we did Girl Scout planning for our Japan 2023 trip. And it's like reality now. We're starting to sign up for it. We're starting to talk itinerary. And, with the Girl Scouts, there's fundraising and stuff for their trips, obviously. So we're going to be doing that, doing some planning on how to raise the funds to go without tightening our belts too much. And this is such an amazing opportunity for these girls to go learn a different culture. Now, my oldest, they've been to Japan with their dad. His company has some affiliations with a company over there, and they went over for a business trip. But they know how much I would love to have that opportunity with them as well, because obviously I didn't go with them. So they're like, Mom, let's do it. We got to do this. This is going to be great. I want to go because you want to go, and I want to go back because the culture and the country is amazing. Let's do it. So we're gonna pedal the streets and go ask Walmart for sponsorship and Kroger and all the things. So that's in the works, and now it's back to I can't sleep at night. So here we are at 5 o'clock in the morning doing stitchy things. But I think plans, probably just going to be same old, as far, because I have a ton of videos. I know exactly what same old is. I enjoyed doing the stitch with me. I don't know if I'm going to do another chat with me, or if I'm just going to keep again, or maybe just mix it up like I did. I know personally I love doing the quiet videos. Sometimes I just want to chill, and other times I need the adult conversation. I need somebody talking to me that I can relate to. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm planning on doing a Flosstube, hopefully once a week, depending on how much stitching time I get. I have some haul coming. I went shopping on eBay. It's kind of dangerous. Again, I have a soft spot for craft supplies that may otherwise go to waste. And generally speaking, you can find a decent deal off of eBay. So I have a lot more floss coming, hopefully, to complement Wendy's wonderful gift. And I got some charts from Lavender and Lace that I've been eyeballing for a long time. I went ahead and picked those up, so those are coming. I have one Mirabilia in my stash that I would love to stitch, but I don't know if I'm really comfortable yet with fabric. Because, and the Dark Queen of the Seas, I finally remembered. You guys were probably screaming at it, to the camera, to your phone, to your device. Under the Seas fabric. That's what that went on. Bewitched fabric from Under the Seas fabric. That's what I was stitching Dark Queen of the Seas on. It came to me as I was sewing today. But I mean, that's even still an Ada. I got the colorway for that. I liked how rich the colors on the Ada were, but I do kind of want to branch out a little bit. Not necessarily everything has to be on Ada. I don't know how well my OCD would handle a linen because of the uneven fabric slubs. I think it just kind of bothers me a little bit. I'm not clinically OCD, but I definitely have things that get under my skin and it bothers me. That's one of them. But the non-full coverage pieces, I would love to be able to do, the pretty colors and things like that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes with that one. So, but yeah, next week I'll do some more progress. I will probably go ahead and pull out the rest of my whips from my China kits. And because again, I think what I'll do is because I know a couple of them I've come across the artist now, I will link to real kits so that if anyone's interested in that particular design, we can go ahead and fairly compensate the artist from here on out. But again, I don't want to waste all the money that I spent. I want some content. I want to talk about what I'm doing. So, yeah, so that's the plan for that for next week. I'll have to write it down or I'll forget it. I should do that soon. On that note, I think I'm going to clean up my mess and call it an evening and try to get some sleep. And again, I appreciate you guys joining me. Don't forget to enjoy your journey. It's not all about the destination. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.